So we're gonna talk about why Oscar can't bag right now.
We should explain, right? This is
our
co-host.
Oscar Okami, our co-host. He was here at the beginning. Maybe he'll join partway through. But basically, we all went to middle school and high school together. Middle school and high school, Oscar was the one in the group who always got the Huzz. Everywhere you go, Oscar would be talking to the Huzz. Oscar would be, Oscar had so many. Oscar had a lineup. Oscar had a rotation. Oscar had so many girlfriends. Like, Oscar was unstoppable.
He never had a rotation.
He never had a rotation. That's a crazy thing to say. But, like, he always had somebody. Right. Technically, he's targeting somebody right now. We'll get into that later. The point is, the guy was unstoppable. He just was so easy for him to get the Huzz. And, unfortunately, right now, 2025, Oscar, past couple years, he's been in a little bit of a drought. He hasn't been able to secure the Huzz like he used to. So, looking at quarter one of 2025, at the Huzz meta for 2025 quarter one, it's not that much different than 2024 quarter one through quarter four. It's not that much different. It's just the thing with 2025 and how it's different is obviously you're in more of a digital age. And with that, there's as you can see that the TikToker at the bottom, he says greetings Huzz. So it's kind of like you want to greet the Huzz in a nice way, which, Oscar does. He's a nice guy. But the issue is a lot of guys try to take after the chill guy. And you can fall into this trap where you become a little bit too nonchalant. What I mean by that is that every guy wants to appear like a chill guy, appear like a nonchalant, appear like nothing affects them. Guys don't like to show any emotion towards anything. Guys like to be nonchalant. Guys like to think they're the Sigma male, the rarest male. If you're not Sigma, sorry, you're not a Sigma. Okay? But some people, they take that too far. And I think this is the issue, is that guys will take this too far, where they're so nonchalant to the point where they're just nothing. And the biggest issue is that if you're too nonchalant, you have no personality, you have nothing excites you. So if you're trying to be with somebody who's nonchalant, you're like, oh, I'm looking at a potential partner, and this guy's just so nonchalant 24/7, you actually get a negative effect, because, like, who is this guy? Why do I want to be with this guy? He's nothing. He's not interesting. So looking into future quarters, like, you still want to be nonchalant in certain ways, right? Like, you're driving, guy ahead of you cuts you off. You don't want to be like, oh, you piece of shit, honk the horn. No, you want to be nonchalant about it. You just want to be chill. You want to be nonchalant, right? But, like, for example, when you're talking about your interests, you want to have something that makes you interesting. You want to be interesting. You want to stand out in some way. Maybe it's with your style. Maybe you like play an instrument. You do a sport. You have a niche hobby, like something like that. You need something that will stand out, and where you can find your niche within the Huzz. Because the Huzz love guys who are dedicated to something. Now, how can Oscar implement these? Well, one thing I noticed with Oscar, and he admitted this before, is he changes up the way he texts depending on who he's texting. Like some girls he will text
like a mirror,
lowercase. He mirrors. He does mirror method. Some girls he will text lowercase. Some girls he will text uppercase. The issue is, if you're a girl, you don't want to date yourself. That just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. You want to date somebody who has a personality, who is a different person, who adds to your life, who makes your life better. So if you're just constantly switching up depending on the girl, that's not good. And the girls see that shit too, because they see your first few texts them uppercase, and they see you switch to lowercase. Lowercase, sorry, you're not a Sigma. Okay, you have to be a little bit of a Sigma if you want to succeed with the Huzz. You can't be too Sigma. You can't be the rarest male. You can't be too Sigma. You have to be Sigma to a point. It's like, the chill guy. You have to be a chill guy to a point. You can't be too much of a chill guy. You can't be not enough of a chill guy. You can't appear desperate, because nothing's worse than a desperate guy. Not even a guy who's too nonchalant. You don't want to be too desperate. And the issue is a lot of the guys fall into this trap where they try to You know, it's good to learn about a girl, learn about interests, but a lot of guys try to learn about it too much to the point where they change themselves. So here's my foolproof methods to securing the Huzz, getting the Hawk Tuah from the Huzz in 2025, quarter one. It might change our future quarters. I will do an update probably around March, April with a new methods because, you know, obviously the Huzz are changing, they're evolving.
The tariff might change shit up.
Tariff might change shit up. You just gotta, you gotta be a chill guy. You gotta be nonchalant about things that other people would be chalant about. Things like such as mild inconveniences, even some major inconveniences, just be nonchalant. You know, you can't let negative things affect you. That shows you have a lot of poise, a lot of maturity. However, for example, you know, a girl's talking to you about your favorite food. You're like, oh yeah, I guess I like burgers. I guess I like pizza. Nah, bro, you gotta go in depth a little more. You gotta give a little more sustenance. Be excited about the things you're excited about. You know, things that inconvenience you, be nonchalant about. Have interests, have hobbies that make you interesting. Do things. If you don't have something that makes you interesting, then find something, learn something that makes you interesting. You know, find something that makes you passionate. If you think you don't have anything, yes, you do. I know you do. You just might have to do a little bit of digging. You know, have something that makes you interesting. Be nonchalant about inconveniences, but be chalant about things that you like, things that make you happy. And those are the ways that you can secure the Huzz in 2025. You know, nonchalant meta, that's years gone nonchalant meta. You know, switching up meta, gay method, gay sleepover method.
Whoa. Wait, what did I just come in upon?
Oscar, you're gonna learn about the methods when you rewatch this podcast, because unfortunately I do have to leave right now. I have wrestling practice. So
this is crazy subject. What are you guys talking about?
So I appreciate you guys for watching the Godcast.
I'll explain it.
As always.
You have to tell me what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What is this?
And you can tune in for the next episode, which will drop next week.
Come on.
So I'll see you guys in the next one.
Come on. What is this?
Peace.